Oh. Timber! Hey, we made it. Right, why did I cut this tree? Well, it's this is a walnut, a butternut probably, but not entirely sure because the fruits are not fruiting. But yeah, I'm out of bread. It was a bit of a struggle. So this is a walnut. Don't know what type, but it's a walnut. And I have several walnuts in my yard. The problem with walnut is they tend to kill everything around them. So I didn't want this one to kill the little bush I have there. So decided to cut it down. And now that it's down, let's use it and not trash it, because I prefer reusing whatever I don't use. That makes sense. I prefer, it's not upcycling, it's just using whatever I harvest. So we will be drying the wood in the shed for a future project, probably some spinning in like a year or two, because it will need to dry. And then the leaves we're gonna use today. And we're gonna use them to make some dye, some beautiful chocolate brown dye. If you've seen my sock spinning video from last fall, it's gonna be essentially the same thing. So yeah, I'll bring you closer. Got my trusty dye cauldron here, and we'll just strip the leaves off and go into the kitchen. So yeah, as I mentioned, I already have 2 other walnut trees. One is a small bush that I tend to keep small, that I intend to keep small. And then the other one is a huge one that you'll see later on because it's fruiting right now. So we'll be harvesting the nuts. It would be great to make some spindles out of this wood next year. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with the wood. Oh, well, this one just fell off. If you've never dyed with walnut, find one and strip a few leaves, or get the husk from around the nut, and it makes the most beautiful brown dye, in my opinion. It's like chocolatey goodness. All right, I think this is gonna be our first one. Let's go inside and put it on the stove. Let's put the stove on. There we go. And the lid. And we'll come back to this like in half an hour, probably. Something like that. And in the meantime, I'll go do another project, because I want to leave the leaves on the tree until the very last second. So we'll be back and then pick some more leaves. All right, it's been more than half an hour. The problem was the leaves, I didn't bruise them, so the pigment were not releasing. But now we have a beautiful brown soup. So I think for the first batch, this is going to be enough. For the next part, we'll be going outside. So I'll bring you outside. All right, I didn't want to do this inside in case I make a mess. As you can see, my sieve is not very stable. And Tommy is not happy to not be involved. Whoops, well, there you go. Ah, hot. I need to find a better way to do this. Alright, let's just... You know what? We'll do the opposite. Dump everything in the bucket and then pour it back in the pot. My neighbors are probably looking at me weird. There we go. Please don't tip over, please don't tip over. Here we go. Also, it says primary fermenter on it, but it's never going to be used for anything else than teinture, which is the French word for dye. Because, as I mentioned a lot of times before, never use something you're going to be using for food for your dye experiments, because toxicity, we don't know. Right. I think for the next batch, I'll put some sticks on the side or something. Look at this beautiful color. All right, let's put the leaves in the compost pile. All right, this should be enough. This time, we'll be bruising it. So the pigments can release more easily, so also faster, because the other one took quite a while. All right, you know the drill by now, so let's just do a little montage. Because we have a few of these to go. Probably like 2 other after this one. So we need quite a lot of dye. Right, this is mixed up. Let's put the lid back on and be back later. Clever use of the green wood. Hopefully this is going to be more stable. Ah yeah, much better. As you can see, I found some walnut husk in my freezer. I don't know if it gave any pigments since it was frozen and it works better fresh, but why not try it? More leaves for the leaves god. And this is probably our last dye pot. Let's go. Whoop. Let's go. And last one. Oh, it's a lot lighter and it's greenish, this one. Oh well, it's all gonna blend together. Not a problem. Which is also why I wanted to just make one big dye bat. Now this one boiled, the other one simmered, but this one boiled, so maybe that's why the color is not the same. All right, can I? Like this. All right. Where am I gonna put this? Let's bring it on the balcony at the back, so it's not at the front of the house. on second thought, I decided to keep it outside on this side because I don't want to spill this in the house or on my balcony, which is like light gray. So I don't want to stain anything. First of all, let's grab one of our beautiful stick and stir this. Probably already mixed, but I feel like I'm making a potion. And this is 970 something meters of wool. This is from Briggs and Little from my trip. So let's start dyeing this. And you can see the amount. This is why we're not just using the cauldron. Ah yeah, this is gonna be beautiful. All right, let's push this under. And then of course, since I cannot put this on heat, this is gonna be having a solar dye treatment, where it's gonna stay here for a little while. Probably a couple days. I'm trying to move it around so like there's no pockets of stuck wool. Also, I want the wool to stay submerged, so oops. Try to push it down. Both sticks. Like this maybe? Yeah, it's all submerged now. All right, so we'll keep this like this for a few days, and then I'll come back to you and we'll strain this and see what color we get. Hopefully it's gonna be a darker brown. Crossing our fingers. Forbidden noodles. Good morning. We are the next day. Excuse my look. I'm still half in PG, but it's a bit cold, so I'm not entirely in my PGs. All right, let's look at the color that we got. And yeah, so as I expected, this is not very dark compared to everything that we've put in there. So what I was thinking, since all the other experiments I did with the walnut leaves, I had some kind of acid in there. Last time I did it for my socks, I've put some vinegar in the dye bath, and then the one solar dyeing outside also has vinegar in it. This one doesn't. I don't think you need to for walnut, but I do want like a darker shade. So what we'll do is we'll take out all the skeins. I could just let it drain in this and not waste any dye. And I brought some vinegar. We'll add some vinegar to the dye bath and then put everything back in. And if you're wondering, the smell is sweet. Like some kind of sour candy. Like, oh no, rhubarb. It reminds me of like rhubarb pie. Like apple a bit too? Yeah, apple. Some kind of like rhubarb apple dessert. All right, and this is gonna be super scientific. This should be acidic now. Let's mix it up and then put everything back in. I think I'll add some more. It doesn't smell like vinegar that much. And everything goes back in. Come on, become a darker shade, please. It's already a beautiful tan, but we want like chocolate brown. just like I had on my socks and what's in the solar dye bat. Done. No, hey. Done. Yep. Hey, ici, monsieur. Oui, done. All right, welcome to the bucket. Welcome back to the bucket. So I just took out the yarn from, this is not tied very properly. I just took out the yarn from the dye bat, and as you can see, it's still quite, like not as dark as I wanted. It's a lovely color, but for the project I want to do, I think I want to dye it deeper. And to do that, I have two choices. Either I put some iron in this, but it's gonna sadden the color. It's gonna deepen it, but it's gonna sadden it. And I don't want that. I kind of like the reddish color to it. If I put iron, it's gonna go towards the grays. So like it's gonna desaturate the color a bit. So what I decided to do is to just add some more dye stuff to the dye bat. Bless you, Tommy. So I'll put some more dye stuff to the bat. I took out my my dye pot, and I have some more leaves that I don't need on a tiny walnut tree that I don't want to grow in my little forest there. So I'll just grab them, simmer it, and add it to the dye pot, and then mix it, put the yarn back in, and then leave it for another little while. So let's do just that. So you might remember this one from last year. This is where I took the leaves for my socks, the little squirrel socks. So this is steeped for like 2 hours because I tried to extract as much dye as possible. As you can see, it's pretty dark. Ah, yeah. Ooh. And there's the leaves. It's starting to look like a witch's brew. My neighbor's probably wondering what the heck I'm doing with the bucket outside. Also, I don't know if it's just an illusion on my part, but I feel like the color has deepened since I left it out. All right. More dye for the dye god. And these sticks are just to make sure that the wool stays down. I'll leave this one up there if ever I need to make another brew. Yay! So a heat wave is coming. I'll let it see for like a day or two still. And then we'll check on the color. Oh yeah, see you later. All right, so it's been a few days. I think it's been 2 days, 3 days. We're Tuesday lunchtime. So I figured let's check where we're at with our dye bat. It's had quite a bit of time to soak up more dye. And from what I see, I think we're there. I think we're good now. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is like the perfect shade I want. It's like not beige anymore, it's brown, but like light brown, which I think is gonna be the perfect color. All right, let me take out everything. I'll wash my hands later. I know it's not good on skin, but oh well. There we go. Whoops, yeah. Let's not overdo it. Yeah, those are beautiful colors. It's gonna, the white is gonna pop out so well in this. It's not exactly what she has in her picture on the website, but I think this is gonna work fine for me. I think. It's gonna look similar to the shade that my socks has. Was there another one in there? No. All right. So this is our beautiful harvest of wool. Now I'll have to untangle this because I saw while doing the dye bath that not all of them are tied. Fun. So yeah, I'll spare you the boring part of untangling this, and I will see you during the grand reveal once this is all dried up. See you there. Did they steal your bed? Oh no, they stole your bed. It's me again. So I said that this was the color I wanted, but after having it for like a few days in my office, I realized I don't think it's dark enough. Like it would be really pretty for the colorwear sweater, but I think a darker shade of brown might look better on me. Like it's not too far out, is what I'll say. But I do want it darker. And like I said before, I don't want to use iron for this because it's gonna like shift it towards gray, and I want to keep like the yellowy brown, like the more warmer brown on it. Did I say ground? Brown? Whatever. So yeah, I want to keep like the warmer tones in it. So I went outside, I picked some walnuts. We will be husking them, because we want the husk from this. And then I'll skein back these, because I spent a few hours detangling the skeins, and this time I will tie them correctly. So I will reskein them, tie them properly. In the meantime, I will be extracting some dye from our husk. It might not be a lot, but also I never dyed with the actual husk of the walnut. So we shall find out. Yay, second dye bath. And to do this, I'll just use my branch cutter. In French we call it sécateur. No idea what the word in English for this is. I'll also try not to cut my finger off, because that would be great. And yeah, there's a huge knot in this, so I'll do my best. Sorry if I'm stressing you out, but I do tend to keep my finger away from it. Eee. Also, it's very dull, so I can't really like cut myself that easily with it. Look at all this! Oh my god! So we got our beautiful brown now, and I'm really happy that I overdyed it, because like the previous color was fine, I think, but it was a bit too light. It was like almost cardboard brown, and I kind of wanted more, I don't know. It felt a bit yellow to me, and I wanted more like orangey brown like this is. And I'm really happy I took the time to do it, because I think it's gonna be way better this way than the other way. Like my main inspiration for color is this 6/6 sock I made from also Petite Knitter. I forgot her new name. I'll write it on the screen. But this was also with walnut leaves. But of course the there was a lot less wool compared to the amount of dye stuff, so like it was able to dye a lot darker than what I was able to manage with only the leaves on this. So I'm very happy with the result, and like my main two worries about this was the color depth, which we achieved, and then my second worry was evenness, because it's gonna be a long seed, like it's a colorwork yoke made in white and brown, and then like from maybe like chest down, it's all like a sea of stockinette stitch. So like it's fine to have like variations in there. I like the style, like the rustic feeling that it gives, but I kind of wanted it to be like more even. I don't know, like to put the attention more on the color work than on the unevenness of the of the dye job, which I can do a segue maybe on this here. Like this is the if you've seen my my other videos, this is the did I lose any stitches? Okay, good. I got worried for a second here. So this is my Scandi style sweater that I started last year around the same date, so it's 1 year old now. And as you can see, like my dye job was not even in the yarn. Like if I dyed just the floof directly and then spin it, it's not as bad because you can like blend it more and get a more even color. But when you dye yarn, there's no more processing after that. The next process is to knit. So really, if you don't do a good job making it even, it's gonna stick out at the end. So you can see it, like there's lines. I don't hate it. It's subtle and you need to be like kind of close to see it, but like it was bothering me a bit and I didn't want it in this one. So yeah, I'm really happy with the level of evenness we have. Like all the skeins are the same level, maybe except maybe the middle one here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but like it's slightly lighter. Not by that much, but like it's slightly lighter. Maybe it was like on top of the pot. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I hope it shows on my face. This is not entirely dry though, so this is why it's still in my arm, because I want to put it back outside like it was. And yeah, I'll be able to start knitting on this soon. But before I do this, this needs to be finished. It's been a year old, and yeah, it's bothering me. It's been in the naughty corner for a little while because I'm not good with color work. I got better, but I was not good with color work for a while. And yeah, the video should come out soon, so you should see, you should be able to see all the struggles I have went through. Because of course I didn't spin enough yarn either for this, so spoiler, we go back to spinning a bit for this project. And it's at that point now that I cannot wait for it to be over. It's gonna be pretty, but I cannot wait for it to be over. So this is a project that's gonna happen before this one goes any further. But yeah, let me just not rip out the entire thing. There you go. And yeah, so this is gonna go back outside. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this natural dye video. And I hope you're excited to see the Scandi style sweater to finally be finished. I know some of you are still waiting from last year. So I did not finish it off camera. It's all being filmed. Do not worry, you'll see it. It should happen pretty soon. I'm almost done is always the famous last words, but I'm almost done. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this one, you can check out some other dye, not all natural dye experiments I've did in the past. And if you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're interested of seeing some behind the scene and some live updates, consider being a member of my channel. You can click the join button below. As for me, I will put this back outside and start editing this video. I will see you next time. Bye bye.